CEO Ron from Create the Difference. We're going to talk a little bit about wiping your ball off versus cleaning your ball, especially when it comes to the current situation, which involves COVID-19. We've got a stuff called Glow Germ. It's actually an oil-based opportunity to be able to simulate germs that glows under an ultraviolet light. So we're going to use that as part of our demonstration. I'm going to have Dustin go ahead and throw a shot down the lane so you can actually see the bowling ball, collect a little bit of oil on it. We're then going to use the oil that's on the bowling ball to apply this Glow Germ oil and use that kind of simulate, what happens when you're wiping off your ball. You're wiping off the oil off your ball, obviously, and if there's viruses and kind of how the viruses kind of spread around, and the difference between cleaning your bowling ball off and wiping your bowling ball off. So we're gonna have Dustin go ahead and set the ball up there so we can take a look at it, and we'll be able to see here, the oil on the bowling ball, and we'll be able to talk a little bit more about that. So we can see the track area. Obviously, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a little bit of oil, of this Glow Germ oil on the ball. Not a whole lot. We're trying to be kind of close here to what would normally happen on a bowling ball in a simulated situation. So just gonna kind of put a little bit of oil to simulate what goes on. Not too much, and not on the whole ball. We're just gonna do half the ball. It may run just a little bit, that's okay. If you have this much oil in your ball, you're definitely bowling in a little bit of flood, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just pat just a little bit there, stop some of the running. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we actually have the situation where the oil's on the ball, the Glow Germ material is on the ball. Talk a little bit about cleaning versus wiping. Let me cut the lights off real quick so you can see what we're actually going to talk about here a little better. All right, so you can see that there is oil on the ball. When we use the black light, the ultraviolet light, it actually will highlight and make it glow. So you can see where it's actually at. Now, the way most people tend to wipe off their ball, they tend to wipe it off with a leather chamois. We actually happen to have a leather chamois right here. So we'll use this leather chamois and wipe off a section of the bowling ball. Just wipe off a section like so. Then I'm gonna cut the lights off and use the black light to be able to see, and you can see it wiped off. You see where I wiped it off? It's a little bit of smearing. We'll do it again. You can actually see where it wiped off right there on the towel too. So we'll do it again. We'll go right here. We'll just do the same kind of wipe. All right, so wiped it off there. So it's able to wipe off the oil, okay? Which is what we're trying to show here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna grab the CtD Isopropyl Alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol is interesting for two reasons. One, isopropyl alcohol is an approved way to be able to remove viruses from surfaces like bowling balls. Two, isopropyl alcohol is the only material that can be applied to clean your bowling ball during competition by USBC. So isopropyl alcohol can actually not only clean the bowling ball, but it will also help to get rid of the viruses, which is helpful to your health. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna just wipe off a section like so. We will then cut the light off, and you can see obviously the ball is cleaned, and on the towel, there it is. There's the germs, the COVID, the viruses, all of the bad stuff. So now we're gonna just go ahead and wipe the rest of the ball off, okay? Like so. And you can kind of watch that we're actually able to get all of it off very, very easy, very, very effectively using the isopropyl alcohol. Now, like I said, it's super important for you to be able to use isopropyl alcohol during competition because it's something that you're allowed to use. It also shows, we've also shown you that you can wipe off the oil, wipe off the excess dirt, which is obviously a good thing. And it's not like anything else. If I was using a wet mop to clean up a spill, I'm gonna probably be able to get that spill cleaned up a little bit easier than if I was using a dry towel. So it's the same kind of concept with the oil. You're trying to get that oil off the ball, get the dirt off the ball. Using that towel that's wet is gonna actually be able to help you get all that stuff off. So now you have a little bit more idea of what you can be able to use to be able to keep your bowling ball clean and keep you healthy. You can get isopropyl alcohol at our website, ctdbowling.com. Ronald Hicklin, CEO from Create the Difference. Have a great day.